Good evening, everyone.
Hey!
Done. Well, that studio's not working, so I'll just be from here.
Good.
Yes, I got it down finally. Just took multiple tries. So, tonight, what's on our agenda is to kind of talk about winterizing or winter prep, preparing for winter.
Woohoo, Rebecca, good job. Thank you. Chris is sulking. He got bit by a donkey.
She wanted my attention.
So who all do we have in here?
So we have Vision Acres. Number one, Be Yourself, Rebecca Davis, Jesse and Lisa, Scott,
London.
I don't know if Granny Marino has made it back yet. I know she said she was coming back.
Ricky Ventures.
Hey, Ricky. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That is so true, Scott.
Did you connect with her so she never does that to you again? Well.
So, me and this donkey kind of have a love-hate relationship.
You started it.
Because she had ripped her ear, one of her ears, and they were kind of wild when we got them. They'd never had anybody mess with them, work with them, anything like that. So
hello, Judy May.
We got them over here, turned them out in the pasture, and we didn't do anything with them. And so one of our donkeys had a cut on her ear, got them in the catch pen. I roped her, and needless to say, she has hated me ever since.
Hey, Tiny Tim.
She will let me pet her on occasion, but
Farm and HVAC.
That's Havoc.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now? Cowboy Chris. Yeah, it was quite interesting, to say the least.
No cowboy.
Get there and lay down.
Just a good old country boy.
I know. But you get in trouble, so you have to stay in here.
See? It's Havoc.
Havoc, HVAC, HVAC, HVAC.
Okay, honey, it's whatever you want to call it. So, what we're going to do to prepare for this winter.
Why don't you go critter by critter? That'd probably be easier.
Is to start with for the chickens, we really don't have to do a whole lot for them. I will have to try to figure out a way to keep their water from freezing.
We may have to run heat lamp.
So, yeah, we may have to run a heat lamp out there just to keep on the water. We'll run a a couple of stock tank heaters out to our stock tank for the horse, the donkey, the cow. That way they have what?
Nothing. You don't need to know who I may or may not be texting in Canada.
Put it down.
Scott's getting me in trouble again.
Put some heaters in the stock tank. That way they have water just in case the pond freezes over. Have to figure out a way to run one to the pig pen just until we can get him butchered. Probably get some of the little heated buckets for the goats. Run heat lamps out to the goats. The dogs and the bunnies are in the house, so we don't have to really worry a whole lot about them.
I feel like you're really glazing over this in a hurry.
I'm trying to think of what else we got to do.
Let me help.
Yeah, it didn't help.
No, it never does.
Nope.
Okay, so for the chickens, we always do a final clean out because we let the we use the layering method during the winter and just kind of let everything lay, and then we put more on it, and we'll clean everything out real good. We'll put in a heat lamp if we need to, and then just kind of depends on if it gets cold if we put in a heat lamp. But for the most part, that'll settle them. Then the goats, we're in the process of deep bedding. Yes, we don't use deep bedding during the summer though. The goats, we've got one stall put in the goat shed. We need 2 more. I would like to redo the doors where we have kind of like the cool doggy doors to keep the heat in. It may or may not happen this year, but that's going on. And then we'll, of course, do a clean out for that. Try to get them ready. We typically clean theirs out throughout the winter though. The pig has no shelter right now. So depending on when we're able to get him in to be processed, we may or may not have to remedy that. They just put in a new processor. Well, they've got foundation poured for a new processing plant about 15, 20 minutes away from us or so.
Roughly.
So depending on how they are, we'll either go ahead and get him and the steer processed, or we may kind of have to wait and see. Because it would surely be a lot easier than trying to process it ourselves, because we don't have a tractor or anything to help lift or any of that good stuff. We don't have a bone saw, so that'll take care of the pig, the donkeys, the horse, the steer. They pretty much just run all winter long. Of course, we'll put in stock tank heaters if we need those. We still have to shore up and kind of re-secure the horse shed. Basically just a windbreak. And they are, maybe use it, maybe not. They typically, when it gets real windy, they'll stay behind our shop, and it acts as its own windbreak. So that will take care of them. Then all the bunnies will, just live their happy life along with the dogs in the house. The cat, we kind of do the same thing. We still have to get at least a few square bells. We've got round bells
Available.
that our neighbor's going to be letting us get from him, but square bells are just kind of easier in the goat barn. We don't run on wood or anything, so we don't have to chop wood. But we will try to get as many of the dead trees and things like that at least down. If we can get them cut and split, we'll have them, because we do bonfires a lot in the winter, or not winter, but fall. Once it gets too cold, I'm kind of over it at that point. So hopefully that we'll be able to get that down. We a lot of times will let people come and cut some of the trees we want to come down. They're going to use it for firewood as long as they clean up their mess. We don't charge them or anything like that. Kind of have mutual benefit for both of us. You know, trying to think. We'll go through and worm everybody again, because we worm everybody twice a year.
Usually fall and spring, or winter and first part of summer.
Yep. And just your normal, cover the faucets and put all the antifreeze in the vehicles. It sounds so simple until you actually get out there to do it. It's a lot more work than it sounds like. But then we'll do a final. We typically clean our shop out twice a year, in the spring and in the fall. So we've got to do a final clean out on our shop, which is what size?
26 by 30, 24 by 30, something like that. It's kind of odd because it's not like 20 by 30, or it's kind of odd there.
It's wonky.
So yeah, I think it's 20. It's either 24 or 26 by 30.
But we try to get. Yeah, his honey-do list comes with help, so he doesn't have to do it all on his own most of the time. He's at work and me and Jacob do it, but it'll be a lot of it's going to be on me this year because Jacob's at school and at work too. So I'll do the majority of it that I can. We still got to get our pasture bush hogged.
Yeah, I'm gonna
one more time before winter.
Try to
That's horrid.
Try to get a tractor over either this weekend or next, just to try to get that brush hogged back down, get it knocked down.
Yeah, we'll do that before we do any cutting, because it just makes it easier. And we'll check fence. I got one, Scott. Have you not seen him? He's great farmhand when he's here.
We have Jacob, but
yeah, he's broken.
He's broken or
working
or just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, he's got another to start in the second week in his cast, and he has to go 4 weeks, I think, before they reevaluate him. One that worked.
Hey,
are you volunteering? That's what I hear, Scott.
We'll both be in the living room on the chair and the couch, trying to recover from what little work we do get accomplished.
Yeah, I do okay. The weather's a lot cooler right now, so that's helped out tremendously. It rained a lot last week, so we didn't get a lot done, but we did get some panels moved for Lori, and then we stood in her awesome she shed shop. I cook. Chris cooks.
For about 30 minutes, it just poured Saturday. So we were able to get it loaded over there, unloaded, and then was getting the tour of the property, and we got through the house, made it to the shop, and it just poured.
You're not wrong. Scott's always so busy doing canning and this and that, and not to mention he can't get across the border.
It's all right. There's a few low fences.
Is that how it works?
That's right.
I see. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we got going on. So we'll be trying to film as much of that as we can. We still have to do something with our garden yet again. I don't know what we're going to do. If we're going to try to put stuff down on it again, or if we're just going to wait. We haven't decided yet.
if I don't brush hog this weekend, then what I'll probably do is get the wood chipper running because I haven't serviced it this year. Get it serviced, get it running. Go ahead and,
Scott says
Oh.
that Americans are coming north, and I'm like, yeah. Have you seen the U.S.?
well, that's because the southern border's open.
Anyway,
But we'll get the wood chipper out and get to chipping up a lot of these branches and stuff that come down from that storm. We're going to spread that out on our garden spot
along with the rest of our
along with the rest of our compost pile. We'll get it spread out in there as well. Let that set over the winter. And then hopefully praying that I can get it tilled up.
And then we'll pick up rocks.
Then we'll pick up rocks and we'll till some more and we'll pick up more rocks and
we'll put the plastic down. Then we'll try to get stuff planted this year. That's the next coming up here. We're still trying to figure out gardening and all that good stuff, so that way we can learn how to do the fall gardening and the this time gardening, because we're just like, oh, there's time for that. We just put it on the ground.
well, that's why you read the package 2 seeds to find out when it's best to plant.
I don't grow things well, so Chris pretty much handles that. I'll go out and I'll help him weed or anything like that, but I try really hard not to touch the plants because they die if I do. I'm determined. It does not work. Crown story. You're such a mess.
I know. I got about another week to see if they're going to message me back, and then I'm going to start getting back to them.
Number one, be yourself. Not that we're aware of. That would be really, really cool if they did.
What is it?
She asked if our schools have students that are willing to help to get credit. That would be really cool if they did. The FFA has a labor auction, and you can buy students for, I think it's like 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
They auction them off to the highest bidder to come help do yard work and stuff like that.
And 9 times out of 10,
it's more of a donation.
we can't.
Yeah, we keep buying our own kid and have yet to see any fruits from that.
And all the other ones that we try to get, we end up getting outbid on.
Yeah, they're very gung-ho about raising as much money as FFA, which we're happy. If they want to raise the money for the FFA, that's great. And I'm sure we can probably ask some of Jacob's friends and give them some money to help us around if we need it. It's just a lot of it's just timing, as most of you know. Not life gets in the way, weather gets in the way.
Yeah, a lot of his friends are baseball, football.
They're very involved.
They're very involved in the school, in different school programs and stuff like that. We've got one of his friends who rodeos on top of all of that and works. And so they tend to stay pretty booked up. So trying to find time, for them to come, that's kind of an issue that we run into.
Yeah, we'll definitely check into that. Number one, I know the Cherokee Nation will, like during the summer, they will pay Cherokee Nation teams for doing work for other people.
Yeah, it's like they get a sheet, and then they take that sheet to the person that they're doing the work for. You write down the hours, the dates, the times, all of that, and then they turn that in. And how many I don't know how many hours that they have to do, but they have to do so many hours, and then they get paid so much for that work that they do.
Yeah.
And the only one that we had was our neighbor, and he's no longer staying there. So
Yeah, he's not available to us anymore, so
I will try to remember that, Lainey, because Lord knows I'm horrible with names.
gotcha. I'll write it on my cheat sheet. That's what I've had to do to keep up with names of people, and I've got Post-it notes all over my office that tell me who belongs where.
Hey, Jen.
And then I'm still trying to work on a schedule to remember whose live is when.
Right. Jen, I have a question for you guys. Where do we need to send a sleeping bag to? Where do we need to send that to? Is it on your about page or?
You don't have Post-it notes?
No.
Good gosh, what kind of office is this?
Not one that's put together. Because I am not my wife. I don't have OCD.
I don't have OCD.
Tendencies.
I don't have that either.
There. Use that.
I just like to be organized.
Did it show up on yours?
What?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I have an office and Chris has an office, so we've kind of got two.
Yeah.
1.5 at least.
Because I was kicked out.
Yeah, we used to share an office. I got rid of him. Sorry.
Yeah. She was like, I have more stuff than you, get out. That's about how that went down.
That is not how it went down at all, sir.
That's all right, because eventually I'm going to get her a building of her own, and I'm going to put her outside, and then I'm going to take that office
That's
back.
right. Paul's working on the plans.
That's right.
Scott, you're going to have to get with Paul. Still waiting on my plans for my, what are those called?
The shipping container.
Shipping container office.
Shipping container
She
office.
shed.
No.
Yeah.
We're not calling it that.
I'll call it what I want. If you want to move me out, call it what I want.
Did you catch
Sarah, she said, see?
what?
Sarah, she said.
No. My arm hurts.
Well, that's what happens when you piss off a donkey. We downsized
Oh.
the house. Woo! Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean, we've shared an office since we bought this house. What, like eight, almost 9 years ago?
Almost 9 years ago.
Because we have what is it, 1,600 square foot?
Just over 1,500
Okay.
square feet.
1,500 square foot. The hey Jen.
Hey
Abby.
Jan. Hey Babby.
Anyway, the house that we live in had a one-car garage that they enclosed to make a room. So if it wasn't for the fact that, okay, bye Rebecca. If it wasn't for the fact that, you know, I have a business as well that takes up 90%
of the office.
at least, yeah. And then the deep freeze and all my bunnies. The bunnies are in there. And my library.
That's a tiny house. Is that what they call an itty bitty house?
Yeah, I would love the great outdoors, but my heat press and my electronic creative crafty stuff that I have doesn't prefer outside. Aww.
Oh,
Thanks, Jan.
thanks, Jan.
I hate that we miss your live. Well, your live starts at 8, so
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
just
be
be
able
late.
to. We'll be a little late, but we'll jump in yours.
Yep. Bye, Rebecca. So yeah, I mean, Chris and I both, used to do a lot, but we had enough space to accommodate it till I started my business, and as the business has grown, it's just kind of
Not yet.
it does some. It's not a steady income at this point. If I could get the time to put into it, it probably would be fine. But
yeah,
I'm too busy going 30 different directions, so I'm working on that. Yeah, I would say it's pretty itty bitty for 6 people.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I feel like our house is too small for 3. Sometimes.
But we have all the animals in the house too.
We do have all the animals, and that may or may not include the boys.
So the good thing is that if we wanted to, we could push Sarah's business.
I haven't got my website live. I haven't got my Facebook live.
once we get the website up, the Facebook up, that kind of stuff up and going, then she'll be able to take orders and stuff like that. But
right now it's just mainly word of mouth, local.
Yep. And
yeah, Scott, pink's my favorite color. Buffaloes are my spirit animals because they're mean and hairy and get nasty and stuff, and
hey,
I
Brenda.
just tend to do that. So
hey, Raquel.
Yeah, my business name is Pink Buffalo Creations. That's why if you notice on any of the packages you guys get, they have little pink buffalo stickers. Those were the ones I had to use. But that's why. So we've actually got stickers made now, so they'll be coming out in all the newer giveaways or sticker exchanges or t-shirt exchanges, anything like that. So
if you look at Jan's sticker board, she stuck our buffalo on.
That's right.
On her sticker board.
What is the business? That's a fantastic question. I'm still trying to figure out.
Well,
I have capabilities to do embroidery. I have capabilities to do sewing. I can cut just about anything. I can etch about anything. So that leads to t-shirts, decals, iron-on transfers, random projects. I mean, should have been in your new package if you haven't got it yet, Scott.
Yeah, Scott, it's in your package that's on its way that might come next month.
Yeah, next month, yeah. I do quilting. I do what do I do? I do beading. I do hat bands.
If y'all weren't in Scott's live, not last Friday, but the Friday before, the hat band that's on my
Jan,
brown
we gotta
hat.
Get you an E3 sticker. I'll have to get that sent out.
The hat band that's on my brown hat, my felt hat, is the one that she made.
Yeah, Jacob's that one. Just whatever.
It's kind of crafts, and
I haven't found. I like to do everything, so I need to find 1 or 2 things to stick with, and I'm not good at that. I just like, oh, I see it, I want to make it, so I do.
Yeah, so she can't stick to one project. She's got.
Okay, Jan, we'll see you in a bit.
100 projects for her business, so.
Yes, Scott. Yes, we definitely sent it to China to turn around and come back to the U.S. to go over to Australia to hit the UK, then to Canada. Yeah. That's how the mail works these days.
It's going to travel the world. I told them that we needed to bring back the Pony Express.
That would be great, but what am I going to do? Like, we going to run it up there and just toss it over?
I'll meet him at the fence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll just meet him at
carrier buzzards or something, because
I'll meet him at one of the.
Are you making a mother decor business? Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, it just whatever hits my fancy. So I've got to kind of limit things
You're
to what I'm
right. You're
doing.
probably right. It would be faster. I just need a better horse.
Hey, he'd mosey up there eventually. He just
Yeah,
have to
that
take a
would.
lot of breaks.
I think the male would
We
get
got
there.
donkeys.
The male would get there faster than our horse.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Pony Express would be faster. I mean, I mailed off our truck payments on September
First
3rd,
or September 3rd.
and they're due the 15th and the 30th, and they still haven't showed up. So I had to pay online, which they charged me to pay online. So they took more money to give them money because they're, yeah.
I'm fatter than the donkey, so I don't think they could hold me.
Well, we have to, maybe.
I doubt it.
Maybe we could make them little wagon donkeys.
I still think it would take forever for the donkeys to get us up.
Well, we could put the goats on too. That's awesome. What do you do, Abby? It is crazy. I do not know what's going on with the Postal Service. Like, it's insane. And it's weird what will come and show
I'd be
up
skinny
like
by the time I
super
got
quick,
there.
and the other stuff just takes forever. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't think him and the horse would have about even chances of getting there. I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're well rounded. We like to eat. We are not in any kind of size other than round.
If the horse we have wasn't wind broke, didn't have lung issues, he would do great.
Yeah, he's not. There's nothing that spooks that dude.
Because he is so mellow, nothing spooks him. He's just so good. But he can't walk across the pasture without huffing and
run.
he can't hardly walk across the
He
pasture.
moseys just fine. Give him some credit.
Without huffing and puffing.
Yes, Britta Baker prices are going up, and I'm just saying, why should we pay prices that high if they can't get our packages there in a timely manner?
I saw something where it was going from like 55 cents to 58 cents.
Oh, Lord.
For a stamp.
Well, if they sold the planes, why we need to give them more money?
Right? Sold all their planes. We're just waiting for Amazon to just take over the Postal Service.
I mean, we need a big drone.
Because they have
We'll
their...
just drone everything. That makes more sense. Why is somebody not doing that? Copyright that, somebody. Hurry.
I don't know that we could get a drone big enough to...
Hey. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Military grade drones could.
Call Tesla.
Call Tesla. It'll be an electric drone.
That's right. Solar power.
Solar powered drones.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Unless it's a cloudy day. They just can't fly at night. That would suck.
Well, if they had a good enough power source, they could. If they were fully charged, if their batteries were fully charged, they might be able to.
A bakery maker. Cool. Cool. I like it.
That is so true, Mike. So true.
Well, but no. I want to be like against the man. So I got to complain about the man. Stick it to the man. Now it just requires
the government.
stamps. The government, yeah. I have not checked on UPS in our town. We do not have like UPS postal place or FedEx or anybody else. We just have a post office. So I don't like to leave the house, so I just go up there and pay them what they need.
Right. We have a couple places that like you can drop packages off, like up north of us. So
yeah, we don't even have that. And
we would have to drive 30 minutes and 30 minutes or more in any direction to ship a package through UPS.
But we're gonna try that new, what was it, pirate
ship.
ship. Yeah, we're gonna try.
We're gonna
and see
try
about
to
that.
get that set up.
Oh, good night, Brenda.
Night, Brenda.
Thanks for coming. Yeah, I mean, trying to find different ways to ship things are awesome. We're also checking into Bonfire as well. I mean, right now I can keep up with, whatever needs made, but
Yeah, it's small enough right now that
it may be better to use Bonfire just strictly for shipping purposes at this point. I don't know.
I don't know that it would be any different.
I don't know. I think they have flat rate shipping though. I have no idea. Like I said, we're checking into a few different things. So whatever works, makes it easier on everybody. Because that's aggravating. Strictly online, but a third of the choice. Do you mean cost, Scott? Wow.
That's
awesome.
That's amazing.
We've only literally shipped to Canada at this point. And we love our Canadian friends very much. So
even though they are a pain in the butt sometimes.
I thought that's why you loved him. Because you needed more pain in the butt in your life. I wasn't doing it for you. I'm too sweet. I'm too adorable.
I think I'm allergic to her BS.
Oh! Wow, guys, watch out now. I know the last package we sent to Scott was, what, like half the price?
Easy,
Easy,
half, if not more than half.
We sent a flat envelope package to Scott with a T-shirt in it. It was $40.
$41 altogether, I think is what it.
And then we sent
a tumbler, and it was half the price, and it weighed more than the shirt did.
Yeah, exact same address. So I don't know what is a mess. Oh, Jesse and Lisa, you are speaking my language.
I don't know if they'll come to the house or not.
Maybe. Listen, don't down this for me yet. I like this theory.
We cannot get them to allow us to bring the mailboxes from the highway down the road to the house. They will only go a half a mile from the highway.
Yeah, we're in excess of that, so they won't. So we had our mailbox at the highway
until somebody stole my medication out of it.
Yeah, somebody started stealing all our mail, including Chris's medication. So now we just have a P.O. box. Yeah, the couch would be where I would go because Chris has to use a sleep apnea machine. And if he doesn't, he'll keep us all up because he snores ridiculously loud. So I would have to go to the couch, yeah. But we have a spare bed if worse comes to worse. But
which is in my office.
Yeah, London's sleeping on it now. A jelly donut.
Who has a jelly donut?
Send a shirt to Scott and it only cost me. Yeah, see, Bonfire, like I said, I think they may just be cheaper for shipping. I've got to get some shirts ordered from people. We've talked about doing a t-shirt swap with a couple.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome. And we wouldn't have to ship if we did that.
Yeah, we'll be able to
meet halfway.
Hopefully meet them halfway.
Yeah. Shirts and snacks or supper or something. Shirts and dinner, shirts and lunch. Depends on the day. Just not breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am not a morning person.
That would
What was in the baggage bricks? For sure.
It might actually be. I mean,
yeah, like I said, we're gonna look into Bonfire. If Bonfire is gonna be cheaper on shipping, then that's what we'll do. Because I mean, if we can make money, that's great. If we can't, that's great. I mean, we're not in this to.
We're not in it to make a killing or make money.
As long as we can cover costs.
Yeah, if we can cover costs, we're happy.
we just really want to be able to bless other people. So,
Hey
wait,
Jesse.
is that Mike or is that Chelsea? Because if it's Mike, I know he's the poo technician.
Right.
I might have to PS.
Hey Jesse, do they take the shipping out of the cost that's there?
I highly doubt that now.
So
Yeah, Mike, I pass. I pass. I had to put on a clean t-shirt just for this because I wore my dinner. So,
like how does that actually?
yes, Jesse and I came out to Cosby. Yeah, that makes no dang good sense. I want to know their formula because I'm starting to think it's probably the same formula they use, like toilet paper math for sure. Oh yeah, no, Mike. We have enough.
Yeah, I don't want your work shirt.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
It already smells in here because somebody decided to poof with attitude right before we started the live.
Hey, Marino.
Hey, you're not late. You're never late. You showed up. That's all that matters.
You're right on time.
Did you get your answer on your sleeping bag?
Scott sent us the address.
Okay, Scott sent us the address. Yay, Scott. Super trooper.
Yeah.
They pay for the shirt and shipping. You get a few dollars per shirt. Yeah, that's fine. Again, it's just.
I mean, a little.
I mean, if it was clean, Mike, if it was clean, we talk about it. I mean, again, it's mainly just about covering costs for us. I mean, we're definitely blessed, but
we're not out to make.
blessed.
We're not out to get rich. Even though it would be nice to have enough to go ahead and pay everything off.
That would be cool, but you know, it's entertainment. We like entertaining people. We like to be entertained. We're just naturally good at making fools of ourselves. So if somebody else can laugh at our expense, that's okay too.
So true, so true.
But the community has been like so worthwhile. Are you doing Money Day?
No.
I don't know what that is, Abby. And hire farm hands too. Yeah, well.
No.
Our farm's not that big by no means.
We can handle the farm stuff.
We just get most of it done on the weekends.
We just don't have enough time or all the proper equipment.
Yeah, so we have to do a lot of stuff by hand that other people might have a tractor to do.
Yeah. Like I mow.
That sounds about right.
I mow two passes around our pasture with our mower, with our riding lawnmower.
Yeah, we mow the fence line.
Because we try to mow the fence line, but it's up too high on the back side and it gets too wet sometimes for me to mow back there. So I get what I can with the mower.
Right, this community is legit.
Very much so.
Y'all are my best friends and I don't even have to leave the house. No, Mike from MT didn't get a tractor. I was talking to you, Mike. If he got a tractor, that's news to me.
No.
I don't want to be rich. I don't even want to hire farm hands necessarily. But we would probably have to because I'd want to buy more farm.
I would buy more farm.
Get more animals. I'm a sucker for animals.
I would buy if we were rich, I would buy as much property around this area as I possibly could.
Yeah.
Just to keep the chicken farms and the weed farms down. It would be the main thing, you know.
I mean, our dirt road is not like super, super long. And we already have
it's a mile long.
3 chicken farms.
And two weed farms.
And that's just on our road. Like the next road over is even more. So yeah, when
But from
farmland
the-
could just be farmland, that would be great.
From the highway to our house is exactly 1 mile.
Yeah, I've got to get on and order my Scott rambling with the brooms hoodie. Whoop whoop.
See,
Yeah, I would like to have that
I would
much.
love to have that
However,
much land.
I don't know what I would do with that. We'd have a herd of buffalo, whether you liked it or not.
Now, I would take about 300 acres of that
That'd be more than plenty, yeah.
and just use it to hunt on.
Well, you have fun with that. I'm just gonna have my herd of buffalo, and there you go. Too much to maintain, yeah, for sure.
You don't have to maintain the hunting area very much.
We just
Burn it off every once in a while.
either that or we'd buy a herd of goats we can turn out on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're bougie like our goats. Our dadgum goats will not eat everything. They're spoiled. So we have to go in and like mow their little pasture areas or weed eat them because they're too bougie. They don't want that grass.
They will not eat the grass in their pens. Will not do it. The girls eat more than our boy does. He lets himself out
And puts himself up.
somehow. We have yet to figure out how he's getting out. We have literally
Reinforced everything we could
reinforced
reinforce.
every section that we felt that he was getting out in. Still don't know how he's getting out, but he lets himself out and he puts himself up every night. So
He never goes anywhere but right here in the yard. So yeah, well they ain't
they
doing that
ain't
either.
doing that either.
They prefer feed and hay and what we like to call chips, which are, the crunchy leaves. They like green leaves too. And animal cookies and saltine crackers. That's it. Vision Acres is in Arkansas. I didn't know you guys were in Arkansas. I thought you were in Missouri.
They must be on the road somewhere.
Yeah, I have to be. Didn't you guys have a live last night?
Yeah.
Which we missed
we
because
missed.
it didn't notify us you were having a live. You're going to have to text us.
Yeah.
Yeah, horses. We've got 1 horse, 2 donkeys, and a cow, and they're still not doing real great either out there. They're bougie too. We just have bougie animals.
It's because my wife likes to spoil them.
No, I don't. Don't pull you eyes in me. You're working on the road. Gross. Where are you at in Arkansas? If you're close, you can come over.
I know, right?
We're only like 30 minutes from the Arkansas line. We are not. Or they are not. Whoever you're talking about. I doubt it. Saturday is our live day. Okay. You may just have to be like, Lori and at LG and Yogi does it a lot too. And Aaron, they will like Snapchat me or text me or whatever and be like, hey, got a live going here in an hour. Okay.
That's all right. I'll be at work or I'll be sitting in my chair and in the living room watching TV, and I'll get a message saying, hey, so-and-so's live. What?
How did I miss it?
Never come through.
And Fort Smith is what, a couple hours from us? Maybe 2?
A little over an hour.
Oh, yeah. So you're not far.
Nope. It's a little over an hour from us.
Yeah. Chris spent a lot of time growing up in Waldron, which is very close to Fort Smith.
It's an hour south of Fort Smith.
Spent a lot of kiddos. Woo.
Spent a lot of time in.
Tell my girlfriend, hey.
Spent a lot of time in Fort Smith. Went to college in Fort Smith for a semester. Because I started school and then I was still in the military, and we ended up doing a 3-week training because we were looking at being deployed.
internet was messed up earlier. I don't know. I've been cleaning all day.
And so
Buy a lot of house decor.
they told us that they would let us out to go to class. I made one class, and then which was later in the evening, and then I had one free day, and that happened to be midterms, and I ended up failing all my midterms because I'd missed 2 weeks of, a week and a half of class already. So
he's cool like that.
It was rough.
But he did get his bachelor's. Totally different school, totally different everything, but he did.
Only took me 40 years to get.
It did not. You're nuts. You're not
it's
even,
what, 2021? And I graduated in 2019, so I was 38.
Yeah, but it didn't take you 38 years. You didn't know. No. He's making things up. He's using that 12 paper math again.
That's what. We need money day to buy a lot of house. No.
I don't know where I would put anything house decor wise. We've got house decor.
We have more stuff than we know where to put.
Yeah.
Which I will have
He's
a
about
free.
out of wall space and
I will have half of a wall free once I get my flagpole.
Yeah, gotta get a flagpole. A flagpole.
A flagpole. Because my army flag will go up on the flagpole.
He says you're a rock star.
No, I'm not.
I'm wondering if he's thinking you're like, like a David Bowie rock star or, Guns N' Roses rock star. Because we can always dance magic dance.
I am nowhere close to being a rock star.
He's adorable.
Hey, Big Matt.
Big Matt! You made it!
So I'm gonna give you guys a little heads up for our next live.
Yes, we have a
surprise guest.
Oh, broken rose.
Coming in next.
So Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, we have a surprise guest that will be on our live next week.
No, not Ozzy. Gene Simmons.
Your tongue's not that long. Let's stick with Ozzy. He eats weird things. You do that too.
I have never bit the head off a bat.
No, but you do. Hey, Brutal Bob.
Hey, Brutal Bob.
So yes, please be sure, share, let everybody know we have a surprise guest coming on. We are going to have a heck of a heyday. Maybe 21 questions with someone we all know and love, or somebody everybody will get to know and hopefully love.
And there could or could not be some real doozy questions.
Yeah. They said they didn't want to know. No, it's not Scott.
Nope.
We should do that though sometime.
But we will have Scott on one day. I'm sure he would be thrilled to join us.
Is that what he says when you come on his lives? That he's thrilled that you joined him? I'm pretty sure it's more like, oh,
So Friday I had a headache. I'd had one all day long, so
yeah, that's misleading.
I was not going to get in Scott's live. I was just going to sit back and kind of chat and watch. And I think he got a little butthurt that I didn't get in his chat. So
yeah, the terrible trio.
He started to throw a fit there for a little bit, so I had to get on there and calm him down.
Lover's quarrel. You should lift that. She's given up on us, guys. I guess we have bored her to death to where it's nap time now.
She has given up on us.
He said his butt was fine, thank you. I'll let you comment on that. I'm not.
I
Brutal
don't know. I ain't
Bob.
never seen it.
Brutal Bob. That's ridiculous.
I woke up with one. She was asleep, so she didn't cause it.
Nope. It's the weather. It's gross. Rainy, nasty.
Yeah, it was horrible. Oh,
Chris has had a cough for like a week.
or better.
No good reason. I had the first colder snap. It's when you started coughing. So is Jacob.
That they are, Abby.
Yeah.
And I don't get headaches very often.
But when he does,
But when I
he's a
do,
big
they...
baby about it. He's hurt really bad, guys. Really bad. Hot that like button. Hot that like button, guys. I like it. All right, guys and gals. It's about 8:30.
And we should all jump over to Jan
Yep.
and just love raid her right now.
Let's love Ray Jan. So it's Simply Jan
Simply
Homestead.
Jan Homestead.
She's live right now. Let's head over there and show her some love. And we will see you guys in the next video and live next week.
Hey, Scott, if you didn't see it, I've got your Mumbles videos coming up this week.
Oh, Lord.
We've got to do a little bit of editing to make sure it's all lined up in the right order.
And probably some permissions.
But
Keep it posted, guys. We've got all sorts of stuff coming, so
it'll
bear
be
with
coming.
us. We will see you guys in the next one. Everybody have a blessed week.
Have a blessed week.
Bye, guys.